So in stop motion, one of the biggest issues across all of it is jitteriness because not everybody knows the principles of animation, has done YouTube video after YouTube video, Google after Google, trying to figure it all out like I have. So people struggle with momentum, like understanding how to have a consistent speed of motion, or maybe a speed up or a slow down. So that's what I'm here to talk about today and give a description of and hopefully be able to help some people with it. So we'll be using my Princess Peach Hot Wheel because Princess Peach is one of my favorite characters ever. And I'll try to demonstrate just a good way to keep consistent speed and motion in an animation. Cars will be just a really good example of this. They're basic, there's not many moving parts to them. They allow you to simply focus on this one part of animation, and it'll really make you a better stop motion animator overall. So I usually use this little stand setup and a little Bluetooth button to take pictures so that the camera doesn't get shaky. I bought it off Amazon for maybe like $10, but it's less about the equipment than what you do with your centerpiece, your main piece. A lot of people will give you tips on like shooting and framing and all that. We're sticking purely to this one topic today. So I want Princess Peach to go from this end of the screen to that end of the screen. So it's good to find a quick little reference point where you can look at through where you can look at it and know exactly how much you need to move it. First, you're gonna pull down onion skinning. Onion skinning is available if you're on Stop Motion Studio. If not, well, I don't really know what to tell you. So, onion skinning will show you the last frame so you know what you're working with. For this car, I'm gonna use the yellow tip as a frame. I'm going to figure out how fast I want it to move. I think I want to move it pretty slowly. So I'm just going to move it a bit, and we're going to keep moving it at this same exact amount where the yellow keeps ending up moving the exact same amount because that is your big reference point until eventually you are across the screen. And since you did not change the speed so much as even once, it's going to look like just they were moving at that speed constantly. There was no sort of speed up, no slow down. Now, if you want to do speed up like a real car would do from start, and then you start driving forward, then that's going to change around how you have to do it a bit. Keeping the same general premise, we're going to do a speed up, where of course you find your reference point through onion skinning, and you're going to move it forward just a bit, and then throughout the frames, you can do this either every frame, or I kind of prefer to go 2 or 3 frames at one speed, then speed it up next. It all depends on how you plan on doing it. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. You can eventually start moving that reference point further and further so that you will give the illusion of speeding up as the character moves across the screen faster. And now your car, it has more life to it. It's had to start at a slow speed, speed up. There's weight to it. There's like a little bit of oomph to it. And if you want to slow down, I mean, really, you would just do the opposite. I don't think there needs to be a huge example on that. I can't pretend that I'm like some sort of stop motion connoisseur because I'm not. My stop motions, they're pretty shitty ever since I did get into it, especially given figures of articulation that I need to attempt to understand. That I can't really do all that. A lot of people say that this part of animation you can apply pretty well to figures. I just haven't been able to figure out how to do that yet. But when I will, I'm sure this will be very useful for me in other ventures outside of my Hot Wheels and stuff that I do enjoy to collect. This lesson helped me, remind myself of something this basic and also hopefully improve the animation of anyone who does watch, which I'm happy with because I promise you learning this will take you from really not that great to pretty great. I mean, it honestly did change a lot for me.